Hey, Thomas Rhett, thanks so much for taking the time to sit down with us. We are so excited, especially your new album. It is Country Again, Side A. So do you think that this double album is a result of everyone just having so much time on their hands over the last year, or are double, triple albums, is that going to be the new future of country albums? What do you think?
I was thinking today how funny it would be if I just released Country Again Side A and then nothing followed it. It was just like, that's just the name of the record. No, but I do think it's the first thing you said. I think, all of us artists have never had this much time. It's, I don't think a lot of people know like how records are made in Nashville. And so much of it is, go play 3 shows and try to write as much as you can during the day and then come back home and get straight in the studio and record. And what's left of your voice, you try to get it on the record, and this is the first time that I think a lot of us have had a minute to just be with our families and just kind of sit and have the time to be bored, and when an artist gets bored, that's all we know how to do is just write songs. And, so for me, I just felt super creative last year. I don't know what it was. I think it might've been just taking a little bit of time off of music in general. And I think when I started to come back to writing, there were so many things that kind of flooded my brain as far as just ideas, and same thing with all the co-writers too. I think everybody had so much time to actually sit and be with their ideas for a minute. And so I think everything that we wrote was the best stuff that we'd collected over the last 9 months of life, and for me, it was really nice. It was a nice way to go make a record as well. Knowing that that's all you had to do. There were no shows to play. There was no this to do. It was just like, let's go spend time and make an album. And when you do that and you have time to be creative, you're just going to record more songs, know? So just I think, people like, Morgan Wallen and Miranda Lambert a couple years ago, putting a double album out. It's pretty natural these days because we just have so much content that we want to get out there,
Well, I'm very excited to hear all of it. And what I'm even more excited for is your virtual performance on Friday. And I imagine that a lot of the songs on the album you're going to be debuting for your concert. Yeah,
for sure. It's, this is kind of the first time the band and I have gotten back together too, so a lot of the last couple of weeks have been knocking the rust off and trying to remember how old songs go. And because the new ones are easy because they're so fresh on your mind. But when you kind of go back into the vault and you're like, dang, we put out a lot of music over the years, what do we play? And how do we present this in a live stream? Because obviously there's no fans there. So it's like, how do you run around a ton? Do you high five the camera? Like, what do you,
do you hope that there's
applause going on somewhere in Canada somewhere? And so it's going to be really fun. We've been rehearsing a lot for it, and been good to get the voice back in shape, and just really excited for people to hear, our first time getting back together as a band. Even though it is virtual, it's really neat that anyone in the world can watch it. Pretty cool thing about technology. So
definitely. And obviously, like I said, you're going to be playing some new stuff, and you said you're practicing the old stuff. I'm very intrigued to hear if you're going to go like major throwback and play anything from the high-heeled flip-flops. And because I need to hear something from that. That was your high school punk rock band that you were in. Will you debut any of that?
The answer, no. I think if there was a vault somewhere deep in the ground, then that's where a lot of those songs go, to never be recovered. I
would get a shovel and be digging that up right now.
and I was the drummer of that band. That was a long time ago. I haven't talked to any of those guys in a very long time. So maybe we'll make a trip up to Vancouver and do a little reunion tour. So
you heard it here first. It's happening. One thing also that I think is so fascinating is just you're a phenomenal songwriter, not only for yourself, but obviously for so many other artists as well. Yeah. Have you ever considered doing like a masterclass for up and coming country stars who just want to learn how to get the ropes of country music, or how to write, or how to put something together? Is that something that you have ever considered?
Well, I would not consider myself a master class at anything.
I think you are.
But no, it would be really fun. I love, I've even kind of like just started mentoring just a couple new artists here in town, and never really thought I had much to say to a young artist, but when you start to dive into conversation, you're like, man, I have experienced and lived everything that you're going through right now, just, man, why can't I write a hit song? Or, why are people not coming to the shows or this and that? And like, I mean, every artist in history has gone through all that stuff. And so it's been really fun to kind of just give my 10-year insight to some of these artists. And I think it'd be really fun, to do a little bit of record an hour worth of writing and explain like why I would put that line there or why this melody is cooler than that one or whatever. But, at the end of the day, it's all a shot in the dark. I'm every time we write a hit song, I'm like, how in the world did we do that? It's like it's three people in a room and you have nothing to say. And then all of a sudden somebody sparks conversation and you pick up a guitar and you start writing. It's one of the most unbelievable things in the world and something I'm very fortunate to be a part of. So, maybe one day we'll make that happen.
Yes, I am looking forward to that. I have a subscription to Masterclass, so I'm looking for you very soon.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Also, I noticed the other day that you posted on Instagram, post your best dad pose, and you are the ultimate dad. I mean, you're a girl dad. You've got everything going on. So I'm kind of going to put you on the spot right now, and I would love to hear your best dad joke. You got to have one if you're a dad.
Oh gosh, yes, I'm embracing the I'm starting to get gray hairs. I got to stretch before I work out now. I wear high socks, New Balances. I'm kind of just embracing the whole culture. But my best dad joke would be, how did Harry Potter get down the hill?
How?
Walking. JK.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah, that was a good. I have one as well to pass along to you if you would like to have one in your back pocket.
Yeah, I need some more.
Okay, what do you call a happy cowboy?
I don't know.
Jolly Rancher.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm going to use that one.
Please take that for your future dad jokes. You can take all the credit.
I need that really bad.
Okay, good. I also just want to finish this off by doing a lightning round. Is that okay?
For sure.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so we're going to go through a couple of questions. You're going to answer as fast as you can. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay. If you had to do a duet with Bruno Mars or Eric Church, who would you choose?
Eric. Yeah.
Eric. Okay. I'm surprised by that one because I've seen you perform Bruno a few times.
I know, but that's the hardest question ever,
I know. I tried to make it difficult. Okay. If you had to choose between never writing again or never touring again, what would you choose?
Oh, God. I think never touring again.
Really? Because you've experienced it now.
Yeah. Well, and I also wouldn't have a great tour if I couldn't write anymore,
Yeah, that's true.
So I think, writing is like my favorite thing in the world to do. So, and second would be playing shows. So,
okay. Boy bands growing up, Backstreet Boys or NSYNC?
NSYNC.
Yeah, you're a big JT guy, hey?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and then your family can only have one business. Do you keep Dos Primos Tequila or Diff Eyewear?
Dos Primos. You can't survive the rest of your life without a little bit of tequila. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, that is some delicious tequila. So congrats on that as well.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, well, very much looking forward to your show on Friday. And thanks so much for taking the time to sit down with us. And just can't wait to see you live in concert again. Absolutely love all your dance moves. I love the energy that you bring on stage. And just, truly counting down the minute until we can have you back in Canada.
Me too. We're already looking at plans for 2022. So it's always one of my favorite things to see pop up on my calendar. So we're getting pumped for it.